Rowing first became a Paralympic sport in 2006, and in the last 10 years our programme has grown hugely.
The guys now are obviously training a lot harder, the standards are a lot higher. It's been a huge progression in the way the athletes are training, and it's being shown in the way they're producing performances on the water.
You know, everyone's a real tight-knit group and working together to try and push each other on.
So there's probably three routes that people come into the sport. They either might be in a club already rowing and they might be eligible because of an impairment they didn't realise classified them, that's one route. Another route might be someone transferring out of another Paralympic sport, and that's definitely been done with some quick success in some cases. And then the third route is probably people who've not been involved in Paralympic sport before, those that might attend talent days or get in contact with us direct.
I mean, I came over from athletics, coming into a crew boat. I soon learnt that you have to work together, and the only way that the boat moves quickly is if you're moving as a unit.
It really does feel like when you're up against it and you're just so tired and you just don't know how you're going to get through, you've got people there next to you going, mate, I'm going to push you along, I've got this, I'm going to help you through today.
One of the big things I think for me is that there's a real integration there with the Olympic side.
It makes you feel much more valued as an athlete and much more of an athlete.
Looking at the best female rowers in the entire world is such an inspiration for me.
Yeah, I come in early to training and I spend my mornings training with some of the Olympic coaches.
The coaching staff are absolutely amazing. We've got the support of the lottery, which means we don't have to work. I just feel so grateful that I've been put in this situation, and it's allowed me to achieve my dreams.
We're actively seeking new athletes to come and become rowers.
There are people out there probably rowing in clubs at the moment that wouldn't know they classified. You know, impairments that they would perhaps see as very minimal might make them eligible for the sport. And those are people we're keen to get in and see if they can make an impact on the performance group here.
I grew up with no clue that I had a disability, and unfortunately when I was 20 I got told that because of my disability I wasn't going to be eligible for a career in the army, so I started looking into Paralympic rowing.
I'm part of the LTM Cox 4, which is really minimal disabilities. I myself have got Erb's palsy. I don't see myself as having a disability or anything like that. I've got an impairment that stopped me from reaching the potential of being a top-level basketball player, but it's never stopped me anything in day-to-day life.
My coach at university went to a conference about Paralympic rowing, and he came back and said, I reckon you can get classified with the Paralympics, because I knew I had sort of tight ankles. I thought it was muscular more than anything. I couldn't run, I couldn't squat and things like that. And he came back and said, I think you can get classified.
I had one or two sessions and that was it. I was hooked on it, you know. I wanted to row a boat faster. I wanted to get on there. I've never done anything quite as physically demanding as this.
If it is confirmed you've got an impairment that might make you eligible for Paralympic sport, then it really is similar to the Olympic trialling setup, whereby we run open trials each year and there's an option to come down, test yourself against the current squad members and see if you can break into the team.
We have an amazing track record of converting new athletes that show talent and determination and actually enabling them to reach the top of the podium.
I was in Stoke Mandeville Hospital in the spinal unit. The sports therapist told me, she said, the GB rowing team are coming down. I'm really excited. I know you're doing wheelchair racing at the time when I was in athletics. She said, can you please come down and just see if you're interested in it? From there it escalated very quickly, and before I knew it I was training to go to World Championships.
Getting out the chair was quite a big thing for me, like personally, you know, after my injury I felt quite restricted in a lot of ways. So being able to just get on the floor, get in the boat and see the chair disappear, you know, I can almost forget I was a chair user for a while.
If you've had an accident or something along those lines that means you've had a reasonably big life-changing event, rowing's a real good option for you there. It provides a lot of structure and it can really help in terms of rehab, as well as just really having a life goal to focus towards again if you're coming off the back of something that you obviously didn't see coming.
The freedom it gives you and the sensation of being out on the water there's nothing comes close to it.
I find it really exhilarating. I really love this sport and get a really big buzz from it. It's that and looking forwards to the games and wanting to be the best that I can be on that day.
It's pitching yourself on that podium and you winning that gold medal and the Union flag just rising.
Everyone's here on that same journey really to improve themselves, both as athletes and as people.
Caversham's the most amazing facility.
We now have 2 coaches full-time working with the performance group. We have another 2 coaches working on the talent and development pathway.
We have fantastic catering, physiologists, biomechanics, physiotherapists, all on site.
And on top of that, we've got a great world-class medical service here, so it's a really big support team behind the athletes.
They work with the able-bodied squad as well as the para squad, and so for us it's about getting the same treatment.
The support we receive is amazing. It's by far the best in the world.
We've got one of the best physios I've ever worked with, who's willing to bend over backwards to get you ready to do your best every single day.
The setup here and the infrastructure is impeccable. The doctors, the medical staff, the psychology staff, the life planning staff, it's brilliant.
If you are the right athlete for them, they will put absolutely everything into you. So if they start putting support into you, then you know you're on the right track to hopefully go into the Paralympic Games.
There's some pretty obvious rewards with rowing. Clearly, if you get the chance to try and medal at the Paralympics or World Championships, that's a huge reward. But on top of that, there's the chance to work as part of a team, to work alongside some other really talented rowers and actually develop some really good bonds with those people and actually see how far, as a group, you can push yourselves.
As an athlete, if you put in the time and effort, the coaching and support team here will ensure that you have everything you need to fulfil your potential.
If you've been interested by what you've seen,
Or you think you might be able to be classified,
Visit the British Rowing website.
Who knows where it could take you?